delighted to be here, Colm. Congratulations on the 40 years of Dubai Duty Free. What a journey it's been as well. Before we get into the wider conversation, maybe just some initial reflections. How do you reflect on Dubai Duty Free's journey over the past 40 years?
My goodness, yeah, I reflect all the time. I tell a lot of people the first day I arrived in Dubai was the 15th of July, 1983. And there was no such thing that time as Dubai Duty Free. And I always tell that story because it was the day before my 40th birthday, which means my initial idea to come to Dubai was on behalf of Aviation in Ireland. I then agreed to join a team that was coming here for 6 months to set up Dubai Duty Free. And as I tell a lot of people, I haven't finished the job yet. I'm now coming into 40 years and I reflect very positively. And honestly, although you didn't ask me, I don't regret 1 minute ever having come to Dubai to do this.
Obviously, much change for the company, for Dubai as a location since that date that you landed here back in 1983. How has that journey been? How has the company changed against the backdrop of a very different Dubai, a much changed Dubai, and also a much transformed travel retail industry today?
Oh, absolutely. Well, that time, for example, there was about 250,000 people living in Dubai. The traffic through the airport in a year at that time was just under 4 million people. How it has changed, traffic through the airport in 2019 was 89 million. The current population of Dubai is 3.5 million. The current population of the United Arab Emirates is about 9.5 million. And everything has changed, including how Dubai Duty Free has performed. And in our 40th year, I'm delighted to say that in the 39 years that have gone, Dubai Duty Free produced sales of 110 billion dirhams. On reflection, of course, there are many, many things throughout each of the years, but I'm delighted how it has grown, and I'm delighted how we're headed to end the 40th anniversary.
Yeah, and despite some bumps on the road along the way, external crises, economic, social, military in various guises, obviously it's been a story of the rise and rise of Dubai Duty Free. And so from a company point of view, what would you say are the key ingredients in that success over the years?
Well, two things happened, or three things happened, of course. The whole idea in Dubai, the government of Dubai are very positive about everything. And even in 1983, the attitude was improvement, build-up, and success. And that continues to be the case. In the case of Dubai Duty Free, we also foresaw a good operation, how it was going to work. And although you have difficulties along the way, it continues to grow. And the formula for it is two things, three things perhaps. One is the traffic continues to grow. Budgeting this year, for example, is in excess of 80 million passengers through the airport. But to service that thing, you've got to make sure that your operation is good, that our staff are well trained, that they are committed. And I think the biggest ingredient for Dubai Duty Free is the dedication and effort of all our staff.
Yeah, I was going to ask who or what you see as the biggest influences on Dubai Duty Free's performance in that time, and obviously many individuals, pioneers from the very first days who played their part, and many others who've come, many have stayed and some have gone in that time. So maybe even just singling out a few individuals whose roles have been very significant in the continuing rise of Dubai Duty Free.
Well, I think some of the people whose roles have been significant and have, of course, retired. From the original team that came to Dubai, John Sutcliffe remained with us for 7 years and became very prominent and well known in the duty-free industry, both back with Air Rinta and in Russia and in Bahrain in later days. George Horan, who retired about 6 or 7 years ago, was my deputy here and left a good impression with Dubai Duty Free. And my current deputy, Ramesh Sidambi, has been with Dubai Duty Free for 36 years. All our senior team, they have been many years with us. and they are as dedicated as you would find to any operation. We all work very closely together, and I think it's fair to say that if I was trying to find out the biggest single reason, apart from the traffic growing, but the single biggest reason would be the dedication of all the staff, but particularly the senior team.
Very good. Many moments along the way, obviously probably too many to choose from over 40 years, Colin, but if I could push you for a few key highlights, milestones and key memories along the way from your time at Dubai Duty Free.
Well,
What would one or two of those be?
when you say there's a few, like we have Dubai Duty Free has won 758 awards, so they're all highlights. And also through the Dubai Duty Free, Colm himself has been awarded many, many times. And I was very happy as a personal basis some years ago to receive the Irish President Distinguished Service Award. I was very happy some years ago to receive an honorary doctorate from the Middlesex University. But I attribute it all to the effort of the Dubai Duty Free team. And I'm very, very happy also that as a single airport, Dubai Duty Free has grown to become the single largest duty free operation at a single airport in the whole world.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about that.
Obviously, there have been a few challenges along the way. Clearly, the most recent COVID represented maybe even an existential threat, we thought at one time, to the industry overall. Maybe some of the challenges that you've had to overcome in that time?
Well, I think COVID was the biggest thing we experienced, of course. And in the case of Dubai Duty Free, when COVID started, we had 6,000 staff working for us. That had to be reduced to 3,500. I'm very happy that we've been able to call back most of the people that were laid off at that time. And I'm very happy also that our staff has now reached the figure of 5,200 people, and that it's continuing to grow. We have a mixture of staff. We have staff from 51 different nationalities in our number at the present time. Now, some of them are just one person. But seeing that the duty-free industry first ever started at Shannon Airport in Ireland, I'm delighted that out of that 5,200, 3 of them are Irish. And I'm one of them.
Yeah, I mean, people obviously very important to the essential culture of the company. I mean, how do you sum up that culture overall at Dubai Duty Free? And what's that DNA that allows the company to thrive and continue to thrive into the future?
Well, I think the positivity of the government of Dubai is very important. I think the Dubai Duty Free is blessed that my chairman is His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Zayed Al Maktoum, who's the boss of many things: Emirates Airlines, Dubai Airport, Dubai Duty Free, and several other things in the government. I think the freedom Dubai Duty Free has been given to operate has been extraordinary. And I think other little bits and pieces that we did out of that. For example, we started a tennis tournament 31 years ago. We started it in building a temporary scaffolding stadium. Then we were able to build our own properly designed tennis stadium. We have done our tennis for 31 years. The ladies tournament joined us after 7 years. We bought a ladies tournament. I'm delighted to reconfirm that Dubai Duty Free Tennis Championship was the first tournament in the world, apart from a couple of the majors, that paid equal prize money to women. And I'm always very happy we did that. I'm delighted also that the tennis tournament, as other things, has continued to grow. And I know from the point of view of media value, our tennis tournament alone, in each year for the past 7 or 8 or 9 years, has been worth, if we were to buy it, in excess of 1.3 or 1.4 billion US dollars. And from the Dubai perspective, that's a fantastic figure.
Yeah, that marketing story around sports principally, but not only, but other activities, has been such a part of the Dubai Duty Free story, and its own story very entwined with the story of Dubai Inc. and its growth, in terms of reflecting on how much Dubai Duty Free has helped promote Dubai as a location, as a destination.
I think it was a very right thing to do. I think the more we expanded, the better it has rebounded and value to Dubai. I'm very happy that we got full support to do these things, both from the government of Dubai, but through my chairman, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed. And we certainly want to continue doing it. It is very important for Dubai, and it reflects the positive attitude, if you like, of the government since day one.
Yeah.
I'm very happy we've done these things.
And another strand to the business, of course, has been giving back and the whole CSR and foundation element of Dubai Duty Free. Maybe just tell us how important that's been in terms of the journey.
The foundation, I'm delighted about it. We formed the foundation in 2004, and since that time we have supported charities in 28 different countries. We have spent 127 million dirhams on various charities in those countries. And so we can very happily say we've restored people's eyesight. We've done cleft-handed operations. We've done many, many different things. And we're happy we did. We got approval to do it from the government. We have a foundation committee in place. And the honorary chairman of that is my chief, Sheikh Ahmed. And we meet periodically as per the rules. We meet 4 times each year formally to look at our accounts, but we continue to do things. And we have a section assigned to our financial department that manages the foundation, but they also manage the Save the Earth policy we have. And I'm delighted to say that we're in the process of planting 10,000 trees around the world. I'm delighted to say that we have rules in place regarding climate control, regarding the things we use, recyclable plastic bags, for example, and all those sort of things. We've been doing them for several years. And it works very well for us.
Very good. Just briefly on your own personal journey as well, what has Dubai Duty Free, your time living in Dubai, given you, taught you?
I have been 54 years in the duty-free business. I'm delighted that 40 years of them are in Dubai. Like I said earlier, I'm delighted I stayed in Dubai when I was very happy to receive the offer from the director of Dubai Airport at that time to stay on, and I agreed to stay for 2 years. But I was very happy, and it has been a good story ever since, that my experience in the duty-free industry before I came here was 14 years at Shannon Airport, and that's where the duty-free industry around the world started. And it was founded, as you know, by a man called Dr. Brendan O'Regan, who, it's worth saying, did several other things for Ireland. He founded the Shannon Airport Development Company. He was at one stage the chairman of the Irish Tourist Board. He was at one stage, privately and quietly, one of the main people involved in the peace talks in Northern Ireland. And I'm very happy that we recently read where a bronze statue in honour of Dr. Brendan O'Regan is being unveiled in his hometown of 6 Mile Bridge in County Clare in Ireland on the 10th of July. And I'm very happy also that Clare FM radio are doing a programme on it and thought it appropriate to interview me because of Dubai Duty Free and because of our comments regarding the start. And very happy.
So just to look to the future, how do you see the longer term shaping up? On the one hand, for Dubai as a destination, and obviously the airport as a location to fly through, but also for Dubai Duty Free directly, what's going to shape the future? How do you see the next milestone coming down the track? You hit $2 billion just pre-pandemic. This year I know is shaping up well. How do you see the next decade perhaps shaping up?
But are you asking me if I will stay here another 40 years?
That's a separate question.
I think the future is going to be terrific. And we're going to do an excess this year of $2 billion in our sales. We're going to surpass the 2019 figure. And that's with less traffic than we had in 2019. But what has happened, and which is embedded in all our staff and is supported fully, is the sale per head. Since 2019, our sale per head has risen. For example, in the last year, from about $39 a head to $47, $48 a head. As the traffic continues to increase, I'm sure Dubai Duty Free will continue to increase. And it is forecast that the population of Dubai in the next 10 years will be up to 5 million people. So if I was trying to forecast the Dubai duty free for 10 years from now, I would be certainly talking about $3 billion sales. And I would be talking about 7,000 or 8,000 staff members. And I would be talking about perhaps another hotel. We already own one hotel. We already own a tennis stadium. We're currently looking to see might we enlarge that and upgrade our tennis tournament. And within our tennis stadium, we have several restaurants. We have a very, very successful Irish bar and restaurant, which is called the Irish Village, and we now have 2 in Dubai. In 10 years' time, we might have 6 in Dubai, but we certainly will have more than 2.
Very good. Well, look, Colm, it's been an amazing journey for the last 40 years. We wish you and Dubai Duty Free very well on the next stages of the journey.
Well, Dermot, thank you very much. And what has been very, very important to Dubai Duty Free is the duty-free media around the world who have zoned in on us and have supported us and reported about us and wrote about us and talked about us. And of course, one of the leaders in that has been the Moodie Davitt Report, which you represent. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Colm, and best of luck for the future again.
Thank you very much indeed.